It's the remix.
How are you? You're here on Static 88.1 with Ella covering your lunch hours. And I've got a bit of a treat for you today. Today I've got the self-proclaimed herpetologist. She specialises in skinks, goes by the name of Mary Hinge, and she'll be joining me in the studio for a bit of an interview. Skanks, 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 skanks.
My skinks!
They call her Skink Woman.
They call her Skink Woman indeed. How are you, Mary?
I'm great, thanks, Ella.
Are you excited to be in the studio talking about your favourite thing today?
Yes, I'm actually quite nervous, really.
You a little bit nervous?
Yes.
Oh, we've got a bit of time ahead. We've got some radio here with Knives Out on Static 88.1. Static 88.1, that was Gamma Ray there. Now, as I told you before, we have a self-proclaimed herpetologist, which is someone who keeps reptiles, yes, reptiles. And she actually specialises in skinks. So here she is. Now, Mary, what have you got in for us today? What is this?
Hi, Ella. I've got two of the skinks from my skink family.
Oh, okay. Just
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there they are. I've got them here.
Just be careful there.
Oh, sorry. They're quite small, aren't they? How big are these ones?
They are. They're only about 2-3 centimetres long. They're quite young ones.
Oh, they're quite quick.
Yes, they are. Well, when they get bigger, they actually get quite a lot faster.
Oh,
That's
so-
why I couldn't bring any of the bigger ones in today.
Oh, how many skinks do you have?
Oh, we've got 6 at the moment.
6.
6.
Do they all have different names?
Yes, we've got different names for them. Ever since we got the last 3, they're getting a little bit harder to tell apart, but there are different differentiations.
So what are these two here that I've got?
We've got Skink Shadian. He's the one who's missing his tail.
Oh,
We
yeah.
actually found him like that. That's one of the reasons we kept him, because we wanted to help him repair his tail in captivity.
Oh, whoops, I just knocked him off his leaf. Sorry.
That's all right. He likes to hide in there. He's a bit scared. Been through a big ordeal overnight, away from home, Skinktopia.
Oh, so you have a little enclosure for them at home, do you?
It's not that little, actually. It's quite big with 6 skinks. You
6
know, we can't have it too small.
So what are the other ones called?
Oh, the other one here today is Skinkabell.
Skinkerbell.
And then we've got Skinkapisi. He's our biggest one at the moment. And Skinkenstein.
Skinkenstein,
He's a close runner-up to the biggest.
How big are the biggest ones you've got?
About 6 centimetres. They're quite small still, but
Yeah, quite long though.
yeah, hoping they'll get bigger in their new environment. You know, we had a slightly smaller one, but we got 3 new ones, so we had to get a bigger home for them.
Oh, yeah, to keep them in.
Yeah, and then we've got Skink Floyd and Skinky Winky.
Skinky Winky.
Yeah.
Those are some really good names there.
Thank you.
So keep them in Skinktopia.
Yes.
And what do you have to do to feed them?
Well, they eat pretty much any bugs that are small enough for them to put them in their mouth.
And where do they get it? Do they catch them themselves, or do you?
Yeah, well, because they're in a tank or a cage or whatever you like to call it, we have to make sure that there's fresh bugs in there and stuff for them. They also sometimes eat rotten meat and stuff, and so what we
this one's my
do...
I've got one on my hand. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Just flick it off.
Sorry. Oh my God, they're really quick. So what were you saying? Sorry, you have to catch the bugs.
Yeah,
for them.
so we put a bit of meat or fruit in there, and that attracts bugs and flies. Sometimes the flies will lay maggots, or I think that's what they're called, into the rotten meat. And then they eat the maggots or eggs, and then the baby flies, they like anything that moves quite fast catches their attention.
So how did you get into this? What made you want to keep skinks?
Well, skinks are actually becoming endangered in New Zealand, so I like to do something for the environment.
Oh yeah, give it back.
Yeah, and they're quite interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't just kind of run around. Do they interact much with each other?
Sometimes they do. Like the bigger ones tend to chase the little ones. I think that's a more dominance thing though. But they like to come out and sun on their rock. We during the winter we have a light that we turn onto it, and they heat themselves up because they're cold-blooded animals.
Oh, that's quite neat.
Yeah, so.
So skinks are endangered. Do you have to have a permit to house them? Don't
yeah,
you?
you actually do in New Zealand. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking up online and I actually saw a little clip with skink swimming. Now, have you ever had your skink swim?
I haven't actually noticed that, but we have to keep water in their cage for them, so maybe they do sometimes in there, but yeah, we could test it out today.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could give it a bit of a try. So if you want to see if these skinks can swim, We've got Skink
Shady.
Skink Shady and
Skinkabell.
Skinkabell.
Yes.
Tricky names. They're going to step up to the challenge on the next break for you. But in the meantime, it is Silence by Mount Eden Dubstep on Static 88.1.
Static, nicely chilled.
Skanks, 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 skanks. My skanks!
They call her Skink Woman.
Static 88.1, you're back in with Ella and Mary this morning, and she's brought in some skinks for us, and now we're about to undergo a little experiment. I'm a bit excited about this. I didn't realise skinks could be quite so neat. She's got them in a little container here, and she's got a bowl of water. I'm about to pour some water in and see if these skinks are going to be able to swim. Are you a bit nervous?
I'm not too nervous anymore.
Yeah, you reckon they'll be
Warmed
alright?
up,
We've
yeah.
put a leaf in there just in case they can't swim.
I need some refuge.
Here we go. Give it, pour it in. Oh, I don't know if they're pretty quick in the water.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's getting pretty
Oh
high.
my god.
He's
He's
crawling
climbing
out.
out. Doesn't like the water.
No, they don't seem to be. Oh,
That was Skinkabell. She
yeah.
climbed out.
Skinkerbell's a bit quick, but little Skink Shady, he was quite enjoying the water there for a
Pop
second.
it back into
Yeah, do you want to put it back in the cage?
this
Yeah.
habitat.
Just put it back in the habitat. And in here, she's got some dry leaves. She's got some watery leaves,
Oh, yeah.
bit of soil.
Look at,
Oh,
oh,
Skinkerbell's going all right. Is that Skink Shady?
Shady,
So
yeah.
I should have known by the tail. He's going all right in there.
Well, they've figured they can climb plastic.
Oh, something new to discover every day with
God.
skinks. Are they in? They're in all right.
They are.
Okay, so skinks. Apparently, I read that they were good swimmers, but these two didn't enjoy it all that much. But yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't make it too deep.
Well, thanks for coming in, Mary. I really enjoyed hearing about your skinks.
It's alright. It's my pleasure.
That was Mary Hinge, and she's a self-proclaimed herpetologist, and she specialises in skinks, and she brought in her little container there that you can hear her moving around with her skinks in. And she was just joining us in. But if you want to get that, it'll be up on the Static Facebook page. Now, next up for you, it is Still Life with the Horrors. You're on Static 88.1.